Tonight on Channel 6 News Weekend Edition, we have an update on a little boy fighting for his life after being shot during an apparent murder-suicide. Plus, a Central Texas baker is taking the Food Network channel by storm. You'll meet her in this week's Central Texas Spotlight. And how a local group is honoring veterans just in time for the holidays. Channel 6 News Weekend Edition starts right now. Good evening and thanks for joining us here on Weekend Edition. I'm Imani Payne. We now have an update on the condition of a 4-year-old Temple boy who was shot during a double murder-suicide earlier this week. Corden Fiddler's stepmother says surgery went well and says the boy is out of surgery for now. She says his bowel was repaired and doctors are now turning their focus to working on his bladder. She also says doctors have put Corden on some medication to help with swelling. But she says overall it was a good day. For ways you can continue to help the family, visit KCENTV.com. Now to Mart, where the fire chief and his family are homeless just days before Christmas after a fire destroyed their home. It happened early this morning on Calvary Escu Road. According to the Mart Fire Department, as units were arriving, they realized it was the chief's house. It didn't take long before the house was fully engulfed. Crews were able to put out the flames, but the home was badly damaged. The chief, his wife, and their 2 dogs were able to make it out safely, but their 2 cats were lost in the fire. A GoFundMe has been set up for the family and has raised close to $6,000 in the past few hours. Well, it's time now for our first check of our weather. Meteorologist Bill Hecky is standing by with that Christmas Eve and Christmas Day forecast. Hey, Bill.
Hello, Imani, and hello to you. We do have the wide open skies right now, big moon out there, and the winds are light, so we're going to radiate heat out fairly quickly. We're down 38 degrees at Temple right now, 37 in Waco, and as we move through the morning tomorrow, we'll start in the 30s, but we're only going to get up probably to low 60s, but the winds are going to shift. The clouds start to come back. We'll have more coming your way in just a short while. Hey, Imani.
All right, thanks, Bill. A benefit will get underway in the new year for a Bell County family badly injured in a motorcycle accident. John White says he was taking his daughter to school on his Harley when he claims he was T-boned by a driver with no insurance. White was airlifted to the hospital for his injuries and will be out of work for weeks. His daughter also sustained serious injuries and has had 2 blood transfusions so far. A benefit will be held January 5th to help the family with medical expenses and anything else they may need. For details, visit our website, KCENTV.com. Now to Fort Worth, where a man is behind bars after police say he shot his wife's laptop because her music was playing too loud. Now here's a look at the suspect, 44-year-old Gary Lickens. Police say this happened around 2 this morning. Authorities say the man's wife received minor injuries from computer debris after Lickens fired his weapon. He then allegedly barricaded himself in his home before being arrested. He's facing a charge of deadly conduct for discharging a firearm. The U.S. government shutdown enters day 2 with no end in sight for resolving this budget battle. President Trump is demanding $5 billion for his border wall, while Democrats are saying it's not going to happen. NBC's Jennifer Johnson has the latest from Washington.
Syria.
So have you finished your holiday shopping yet? It's okay if you haven't. The National Retail Federation says around 10% of holiday shoppers are still out looking for gifts on Christmas Eve. Channel 6 News reporter Andrew Moore tells us what you can still grab at the last minute.
Andrew Moore, Channel 6 News.
Taking great notes there, Andrew. Thank you. Well, still ahead on Channel 6 News Weekend Edition, a Central Texas baker is taking the Food Network channel by storm. You'll meet her in this week's Central Texas Spotlight. Plus, a nativity scene is bringing faith back to a displaced family. We'll explain how next. Stick with us.